Well, I think he's the best catcher in baseball. And, he struggled a little bit early in this season.
Out of the box, yeah.
Out of the box, trying to get back into the season. But I love the fact that he just does everything well. He throws the ball well. He's always in a good position. He's accurate with his throws. He does a great job for this Phillies pitching staff, which I think, their staff's doing a really good job.
Can you run that back for me real quick? I don't want to cut you off, but I love teaching moments when we have you out here. Right there. Leave it. I talk to a lot of catchers, a lot of players around the league. You see JT Realmuto. When a guy was stealing, what were you thinking footwork-wise? Were you thinking, like, I listened to McCann talk. It was like this right foot was like up, down as quick as possible. Boom, get rid of it. What were you thinking throwing a guy out at second base?
Yeah, it's almost like a jab step towards home plate. Now, your footwork, though, you want to get to the point where, you're not even thinking about that during the game. But what he does so well, and the reason why he throws out runners well, is he's getting out of the catcher's box as soon as possible. When he sees that guy going, he's going. A lot of catchers will wait back to catch the ball before they get going and get their momentum towards second. A lot of times you see him, he's coming out, and he's catching the ball, the pitch, and he's already turned. He's already turned ready to throw, and that's why he's got one of the best pop times in baseball. And he's also accurate. Yeah, let's keep running it. But not only just like his defense, his ability to throw the ball, block pitches for his pitching staff. I mean, he does it all really well. He's a tremendous athlete, and when they gave him that contract, you're like, catcher going into his 30s. Everybody always takes pause about how does that age? Well, this guy, he's the one exception I think to the rule as far as catchers, because
stealing bags.
He can impact the game in every aspect on the bases, stealing bags. Not just stealing bags, but going first to third, being able to score on a base hit, doesn't clog the bases. Between that, his defense, and the guy absolutely rakes. I mean, he mashes, and he struggled a little bit early, and he talked about getting back to what he did, what has made him successful throughout his career, and kind of going back to the drawing board. And you can't tell me it's a coincidence that the Phillies started to get rolling when he started to get rolling too, because I mean he's been pretty much the heart and soul. And look at this sport. I mean, this just shows you right here how impactful he is for not just the Phillies but his overall game. He's leading every catcher in WAR. Now Trevino's having a good year. Murphy's having a good year. Rutschman's kind of burst onto the scene.
Get to know me for the next 15 years.
Some Buster Posey vibes for me. Will Smith, I love Will Smith with the Dodgers, but JT for me, he kind of set the bar to be able to impact the game in every aspect. You can't find catchers like him that can do all things well like he does.
I'm big on JT Realmuto. I'm big on the multi-sport star in high school. This guy was a wrestling champion. This was the quarterback of his high school football team. This is a guy who commands a room.
People would ask me, hey, well, to catch, you got to be a pretty good athlete. And I would tell them, look, when I'm in this catcher's box, I'm a good athlete. When I get out of it, all cards are off. All bets are off.
Hip mobility.
But with him, he's an incredible athlete, and that's why I think, he can be really good for a while throughout his 30s, and I think Philly fans shouldn't have to worry about him slowing down anytime soon.